So that's what we are going to do. Alright, so you're on your asset folder, you right click on script and create a C# script. And you can name it whatever you want, and I'll name it follow player. So for the name convention, capital P for follow player. So what we're going to do is click on our main camera and add a C# script to it. You can simply drag and drop it to the main camera, or click the main camera and inspector window, drag it there and drop it there. So the script currently doesn't have anything here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create a public class or a public game object, and we are going to name it as player and hit semicolon. So what we're going to do is transform the transform method, get the position of the transform method, which is the position here in an inspector tool, and then we are going to equal it to player that transform that position. So basically, player that transform that position is the position of the player on whatever time it is on the game. So we're just going to equate it as this one. So let's see if it happens here. Let's go to our Unity editor and save. Forgot to save it first, and check on the follow player script. Yep, and check on your main camera, and you can see here that we have a player, and it's set here the game object none. So you have to find your game object here, which is our tank. You can press the circle here and type tank, or you can simply get your tank and drag and drop it there. So if we play the button, yeah, it's moving, but let's try to rotate it like that. Let's play. Yeah, so you can see it's moving, but the camera angle is messed up, so we are gonna fix that later. So let's hit pause for now and let's continue. So the camera is looking like this, so we're gonna fix that now. So what to do is click on your camera's code, the follow player script, and we're going to add a comment here and say offset the camera by adding another position. So what we can do is add here another position transform. Go to your camera. So we have to add a position to the camera so that when we go to the tank, it will offset itself like above or back of the tank. So to do that, we can add positions for X, Y, and Z, something like 5 and -7. But the computer won't be able to understand how this works because it's not a vector. So we need to make a new vector 3 for this. And hit save and check on our Unity editor. Yeah, it looks nice. We might need to tweak it a little bit. Maybe add more height to it and move it more behind, and save and play. Yeah, I need to rotate the camera. Click Y, click your camera and rotate it like that, and move it backwards, and let's see and play. Yeah, that looks better, right? Yeah, but I want to see the rocks, so let's just move it a little bit more, rotate it a little bit more, forward it a little bit more, and play. The offset is too far. You basically just have to adjust whatever values you want and save it and play until you get the value that you want. Yeah, this seems a little bit better to look at. It makes sense that the tank is moving slow because it's heavy. And yeah, we finally managed to fix our camera. So now we are going to adjust our code because manually adjusting the camera's offset is it's a lot of hard work, and it's kind of frustrating. So what we are going to do is create a public data and name it vector, and we are going to name it offset. The vector3 is the data type. Then just copy and paste this here. Then we are going to name this offset. Don't forget to add your semicolon here and save this. So once we go to our Unity window, make it load a little bit, go to our main camera, and you can see here now, oh, I forgot to save. So you can see here now that there's an offset value for your camera. So when we hit play, we can change the camera freely while playing the game. So it won't matter a lot. I mean, it won't be a lot of hard work, and it won't be frustrating to change it. Like, you won't have to change windows every now and then just to change it. Just do it inside of your Unity editor, which is nice. So here is a little tip if you wanted to quickly identify between your play mode and scene mode, because if you click on play mode, there's a little gray tint here that's hardly noticeable. So what we can do is go to edit and preferences, and there's colors here. Click it and find play mode tint. You can change the play mode tint so that you can actually see it better if you're actually on play mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it red because it's my favorite color, and switch the opacity of it, and let's try and click play mode. So as you can see now, when I'm on play mode, everything becomes red, and I can see that I'm on play mode because the screen becomes red. So if I stop playing it, it becomes normal again, so that if you're editing any value while you are in play mode, it will be easier for you to know that you're in play mode and it won't be changed. Because like I've said a while ago, the value doesn't change if you are in play mode. For example, I made this to 100, yeah, and I stopped play mode, you can see it goes back to 10. So that's a quick tip that's nice to know, and I hope you do that as well.